Here in the UK, two parents have been found guilty of the manslaughter by gross negligence of their newborn daughter. She was found dead after they took her with them while sleeping rough in freezing winter conditions to try to evade social services. Constance, Marten and Marten Gordon, who had already had their first four children taken into care, went on the run with their fifth, a baby girl named Victoria, shortly after her birth in December 2022. Helena Wilkinson has more.
I need to speak to you. Well, because potentially I think you may have been in national news.
The moment Constance, Marten and Marten Gordon are finally tracked down.
Put the stick down. Drop it now.
After weeks on the run.
Right, at this moment in time, until I can confirm who you are, you're both under arrest on suspicion of child neglect.
They'd been camping on the South Downs in sometimes freezing conditions. But their newborn daughter is nowhere to be seen.
Where's the child, madam?
Where is the child, please?
Daddy there.
Look at me.
Constance.
Constance, Arabella, whoever you are.
Right, where's your child?
Marten Gordon also refused to answer questions about where their baby was. Instead, he kept asking for food.
Is the child alive? Is your child alive? Where's the child?
2 days after the couple's arrest, police made a devastating discovery in a shed on some nearby allotments. Inside this shopping bag, they found baby Victoria's body. It was covered in rubbish. The police search for the family began in January 2023 after the couple's car was found burning on the side of the M61 near Bolton. In the wreckage, police found evidence of a recent birth, a placenta on the back seat of the vehicle. Ken Hudson was driving behind the car when it caught fire. He tried to get Gordon to stay away from the vehicle.
The flames was that big. If the car goes, he's going to go with it. And I'm shouting, move away, this is going to blow.
The couple with baby Victoria didn't wait for the emergency services to arrive.
If I'd have stayed, would they have stayed there and the emergency service would have come? Would the baby have survived?
The couple whose 4 other children had already been taken into care were now on the run, believing that Victoria might also be taken from them. Here they are in Bolton, their baby under Constance Marten's coat. From there, they took a taxi to Liverpool, then to Harwich in Essex, spending hundreds of pounds in cash on journeys. Next, they went to East London. This was the moment the jury properly saw baby Victoria for the first time, wearing just a baby grow in the middle of a cold winter. The couple then bought a buggy. At this point, Victoria appeared well.
They went into Argos, they bought the tent, they bought sleeping bags and pillows, but again, they didn't buy any equipment, nothing for the baby.
The couple then dumped the buggy and they were on the move again. It was here, on the South Downs in East Sussex, where the family eventually ended up.
When they got here, it was cold and windy in the middle of winter. They walked out onto this vast open land, the South Downs, where they camped with their newborn baby. It was inside the tent where Victoria died.
They literally had 2 pillows, 2 sleeping bags and a £40 tent, which obviously clearly was not a suitable tent for the extremes.
At one stage, the couple was scavenging for food from nearby bins. After Victoria died, they carried her body around in a shopping bag.
They had a choice of where they were and the circumstances that they were living. They had plenty of money and the ability to seek help, and they didn't do so. And they should have done more to safeguard that child.
Pathologists were unable to establish how Victoria died, but said that she was at risk of hypothermia.
It's very sad. The first few weeks of her life were sad, and she must have been cold for her lifetime, however long that was.
It was Constance Marten and Marten Gordon who exposed their daughter to dangerous conditions for her age, which ultimately led to her death. If it hadn't been for their criminal behaviour, their newborn baby daughter Victoria could still be alive today. Helena Wilkinson, BBC News.